everyone, my name is Amy. I'm the production coordinator at Spark, and one of the many hats that I wear within that title is that I'm also the stage management supervisor on site. So I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about stage management. But first I wanted to let you know that 2020 is actually a really cool year in stage management world because it is the year of the stage manager. So what that means is that stage managers from all across the US and some even internationally are coming together to talk about what they do for productions, to advocate for their work on productions, and give you a glimpse behind the curtain. Now obviously theater has stopped right now because of COVID-19, so in response to that, the people in charge of the year of the stage manager have extended it to 2021 as well. So these next 2 years, if you ever wanted to know anything about stage management, now is the time to learn. I know that a lot of you Spark students don't have a lot of experience with stage management. We're slowly working to make that happen more, so I'm going to just be speaking in very general terms. I'm going to talk to you about what makes a good stage manager, and that is entirely your personality and the way you communicate with people in the room. So a lot of stage managers who are first starting fall into the mistake that because you have the title of stage manager, it means you have the authority to boss people around, that you're in charge of everyone. And that's not necessarily the case. I fell into that trap when I was first starting out, and so I'm going to tell you about how to not do that. Your job as a stage manager is to guide the production in any way that you can. It's a conversation, not a statement. So think of it as being a leader, not a boss. There's a key difference there, right? You need to be graceful with how you bring up tidbits of information or questions in the room, even the way you call out breaks. So for instance, for a break, if you're looking at your watch and it looks like it's about time to stop for a bit, it's not just barking out an order that everyone needs to stop and take 5. You need to get the director's attention and let them know that it's about time. You need to have the intuition to know when to speak and when to hold back. And you also need to understand who to share information with and who not to. You don't want to ever step on anyone's toes. So collaboration with your director and with your production team is key. So if a request comes up in a rehearsal room that you foresee being an issue, instead of just shutting it down and saying, no, we can't do that, it's better to listen and respond with something like, I see where you're coming from. Let me explain to you all of the key things that go into that and what might happen, and let's talk about how we can work around it. I think we do a great job of this at Spark. But it's worth it to say that you need to be kind to people. You need to treat people as humans first. And it's the same with your director, with your production team, and even with your actors. Your actors are putting their heart and soul on stage, and they need to be able to trust you and know that you have their backs. We've talked about the tone that you communicate with. Now let's talk about communicating in a timely fashion. So just as there are rehearsal deadlines, there are production deadlines as well. There are a million things going on behind the scenes, and as a stage manager, you are a liaison to all parties. You don't want production to halt because you forgot to send an email or follow up with someone. And actually, a 24-hour response time is the industry standard. So usually when I'm stage managing, I'm staying late at night after everyone else has left to respond to emails. I want to make sure that all of the questions get answered while I'm there sitting at my computer. Stage managers are the first to get to the building, and they're definitely the last to leave. We put in a lot of hours before and after rehearsal. So I could go on and on about stage management and communication because it really is like 80% of the job, but instead I'm gonna leave you with what my favorite part of stage management is, and that is sitting in a rehearsal room and watching when magic happens when a director and an actor find the perfect choice. And it's also just generally getting to meet and work with so many incredible, awesome people. That includes all of the Spark students that I've worked with. I'm going to leave information about Year of the Stage Manager in the video description so that you all can check it out. If you follow anyone on Instagram, follow them. They're doing daily takeovers of lots of different stage managers, and you get to ask them questions. And if you're interested in learning anything about stage management from myself or from Abby Bob or from any of the other stage managers that have worked at Spark recently, please let me know and I will make that happen. Bye.